For more than a year, the BBC had unprecedented access to Queen Elizabeth, Prince William, Prince Harry, everyone in the royal family. There were hundreds of hours of footage shot of the public and private lives, and when it originally ran, it ran for 5.5 hours on English television, and now ABC News will air the best in a 2-hour special that I hosted called The Royal Family. It airs this Monday at 8 o'clock. Now, the most controversial part of this is the clip that we're about to show you. You may remember reading that Annie Leibovitz, the famous American photographer, shot photographs of the Queen, and supposedly it was the Queen got angry because she was asked to take her crown off, and she stormed out of the room. Well, that never happened. It was suggested that it happened at a BBC press conference. It didn't really. Heads rolled because it was untrue. Sure. And what you will see now is what actually happened. The Queen appears to be a little grumpy, but you will understand why when you see this. In preparation for her trip to the U.S., the Queen's advisors selected American photographer Annie Leibovitz to prepare portraits that would be released during the trip. It was a controversial decision.
Well, the aim of the picture is to mark the Queen's visit to America in May.
Annie Leibovitz was the photographer who shot the famous magazine cover of Demi Moore, who was not just pregnant,
so the light,
but completely naked. The palace staff had made a bold choice. Leibovitz wanted to pose the Queen on a horse inside the palace apartments, an idea that didn't fly.
We've got quite a lot packed into this half-hour session, so it's going to have to move very much like clockwork.
All right, ready?
Mommy wants a mittens.
The Leibovitz photo shoot is on the Queen's schedule for half an hour. But the Queen's robes are elaborate and have taken longer than expected to put on. The start of the session has been delayed by 15 minutes. She will be wearing the full regalia of the Ancient Order of the Garter. Few royal outfits could be more complicated or cumbersome.
I'm not changing anything. I've done enough dressing like this. Thank you very much.
And let's get
I'm sorry, I can't stay very long.
Yes, let's go. Let's get to work.
It's taken me such a long time to do all this.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I can't really...
Even with time so tight, Annie Leibovitz has planned a number of different setups.
It's okay. Come, Your Majesty. If you sit here like this, we'll do the rest. Beautiful. And Angela, do you want, and Michael, do you want to help us a little bit with the draping of the... Yeah.
As the Queen's dresser adjusts the complex robes, Leibovitz has a last-minute idea.
I think it will look better without the crown. I've heard you to do your own hair, which I believe is so amazing, your own hair and makeup. Could we try it without the crown? It will look better, less dressy, because the garter robe is so extraordinary.
Dressy? What do you think this is?
What I mean is, if you take the crown off, just for a couple frames.
Yeah, no. If you take the tiara off,
yes,
and we can't put it back on.
You can't.
No.
Okay. Well, maybe. I have an idea. Let's take a couple frames with it on, then we'll take it off and leave it off for the rest of the shooting. Is that okay?
Well, I'm going to have to go back and tidy my hair.
And Your Majesty, I'm going to ask you to just look to your left and a little more. Very nice, very nice. And Your Majesty, let's try a little more profile, just a little more to your left. Beautiful. Slight turn into the light, Your Majesty. And eye back to me if you can. Sorry. And then turn away from the light. Sorry. Got you all dressed up. Next time, horses. I would love to do horses.
Well, I only ride ponies now.
And we're looking forward to seeing you in the United States. So, thank you so much.
Fascinating. Those little moments and looks can mean so much. Do you think when people see this, they will have different opinions about the royals?
Well, I think they'll see them in a very intimate way, all of them. Don't you love when Annie Leibovitz said, take off your crown, it'll be less dressy?
And she got the look. She got the look.
Yeah.
What do you think this is?
Yes, but you see, that's what's wonderful about this, because you see all of the majesty of it. You'll see her birthday parties, you'll see all of the public life, but then you also get these little glimpses, and this is a remarkable woman. You realize how hard they work when you see this.